So if you saw the prior video that I uploaded, you would have seen that Joe and I made lunch from leftovers from the fridge. Joe already ate his. Now I'm gonna eat mine on camera for you guys. You're watching the Bare Pantry Show. My name is Barbara, and for over a decade, I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients. All right, let's pose. This looks kind of boring though in the picture, huh? Let's see.
Mine looks very zhuzhed up. Are we eating the same thing?
Yeah, no. You're eating what Daddy had. Let me put some sauce here so it could look good. Jada's eating Joe's leftovers. See? That's better, right? Okay, guys.
And you should put the green in it.
Put the green in it too? Jada said put the green in it. See, she's got an eye. She's the one that helps with all the pictures in my book. I don't even lie.
Yeah, that's better.
The smile too big. Sometimes when you smile too big, the crow's feet come in, you know. Okay? I don't have trouble with that though. I don't care about wrinkles, but
I'm so sorry.
Joe has his whole guitar thing, his whole music sheets over there. I don't care about wrinkles. Are you okay, babe? You didn't fall on your toe, right? But I care about this spot right here on my face. Jada, can you help me get the spot off?
What?
You're my esthetician. Can you help me get the spot off of my face?
Why am I everybody's everything?
We can't go nowhere. Joshua can't go to the barber. You have to be his barber.
Go to the barber.
Mmm. 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 Paper.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying movie.
10 long years ago, I published my first cookbook of recipes from my home country of Belize. My cooking show, The Bare Pantry Show, was created based on that book. 7 years later, I redid the book, removed some of the recipes that I didn't deem to be authentic enough, and added about 30 brand new recipes that are easy to follow, budget-friendly, authentic, and comes out perfect each time. Matter of fact, it comes out perfect the first time. Get your copy today only from www.barepantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com. Is not paper in a sign language? Did I mess it up?
Just say movie.
No, movie is faster.
Paper?
That's paper.
Hmm?
Paper.
The paper? So this is a movie?
This is movie.
Yeah, right.
What the cheese? Mm-hmm. All of us took sign language, but Jada knows it the best. Jada has helped several people out there in the street when they needed to communicate, several hearing impaired people.
I had to tell one hearing impaired person that I had a husband. Because he asked for my number. And I was like, I'm good. He was homeless.
Was he? I was just gonna say, was he cute?
I mean, he was a handsome, homeless black guy.
Mm. This is a good lunch. So let's get right into the yeriso. Yeriso is story or gossip or chisme, okay? Did you all see? I hope I don't upload this too late in the thing. Did you all see Wendy Williams Proof of Life video? I'm calling it Proof of Life because Wendy has not been seen on camera like that anywhere for a while. And then all of a sudden, they put out this video on her. You know? So, let me do a disclaimer. I'm going to preface this whole conversation right here by letting you know that I'm not telling you anything that I know as privileged information from my friendship with you-know-who, the beautiful Miss Sherry. We're not talking none of this mess, okay? I'm watching the other bloggers and what all they're saying, and I'm seeing things for my own self, right? So this is my opinion. I'm speculating here. I think something is really wrong with Wendy. I don't know to what degree, and I don't know what. But I'm saying mentally. And we know there's stuff wrong with her physically, the Graves' disease and the lymphedema and stuff that she's talked about. But mentally, something is really not it's kind of setting heavy on my chest. So let me tell you why. In the video, I'm not going to play the video here. If you want to see the video, go over to this YouTuber, Mwina, MWENYA, I think. Mwenya. Lord have mercy. I'll put the link in the description to the video from her page, okay? So I watched that whole video and 3 different things stuck out to me. One, when they looked happy, she looked normal and everything. But then she kept referring herself to herself as 56. And she kept saying, you know, when you're 56, things start going, you know, wrong and you have to eat healthy and things start really going bad on you when you hit 40, really. And especially when you hit 56. Wendy's not 56. Wendy has not been 56 in a while, okay? Wendy 2 years older than me. And I'm 55. So Wendy both to be 58 July 13th, I remember when her birthday is. Wendy both to be 58. How is Wendy keep saying 56? Now me, if I say my age wrong, if I say, oh, you know, at 54, so I would check myself and go, wait a minute, am I 54? No, I'm 55. I will correct my own self. And Wendy has never hit her age. So how she don't know her own age? I mean, it's not like she was just 56. Like she is 56 right now and she's about to be 57. She's been 57 since last year, July. What's going on, Wendy? Then the next thing that stood out to me, the person who's filming her, I don't know who that person is. The bloggers are saying that it's her son. The voice sounds kind of young, like it could be the little boy for real. I think he just turned 20 or 21. But in the conversation, Wendy stops and she says, Kevin, I don't want to buy food today. You know, I don't want you guys to buy food. I want to cook. And she says, I used to cook as a kid. I cooked when I was married. And we had, I think she said when I was married to you. I got to go back and watch that video. Did she say to you? When we were married. No, when I was married to you. When we were married. I used to cook when we were married and had little Kev. Okay. So who is she talking to? Who's filming that video? Is it Kevin Sr. that's filming that video? Is it Kevin Jr. and she's mistaking him for Senior? Because that's what she said. She said, when we were married and had little Kev, I used to cook all the time. Then another, it's really, really weird. She said, another thing that she says, I like to come to Florida because I have family here. And she goes, I have mother, father, sister, brother. She don't have her mother. Her mother been dead. Like over a year or more. Joe, can you do me a favor?
What?
Could you check the front fridge to see if I have any guacamole left over? It'll be a little bit in a container in the front fridge. Something's not right. So I want to talk about Bob Saget. Again, I don't get no information. I don't get no information from my friend Sherry, okay? These are what I'm seeing on the blogs. We don't discuss these type of things. I thought I saw some this morning, babe. Can you bring me that?
Huh?
Can you bring me that? So, I don't want to delve too deep into it. But I've been screenshotting everything. From the time the man passed away. Thank you, honey bunch. When you walk back, can you lift your feet so you're not dragging my video? Thank you, honey bunch.
You want too much stuff.
I know. I worry about my viewers' ears. I save these things to do on a cooking show. You hear Joe over there crunching the chips? So, from the time the man dead, I started to screenshot everything that they said about him. So, at first they said he was found in a supine position, meaning laying down on the back face up. And the left hand on his chest and the other one on the bed like this. So that led me to believe maybe the man had a heart attack and maybe he was grabbing his chest or something, right? Weeks later, they come out and said the man dead from a brain injury. Huh? They said possibly from an unwitnessed fall. So they're trying to say he had a fall, hit his head, thought he was fine, and he went back to bed. Now, let me tell you something. I had somewhat of a fall one time. I'm going to call it somewhat of a, I'm going to tell you guys this is an embarrassing story for me to tell. So when Joe used to have his job out there, not when we owned our business, one day I was leaving to go pick up Jada from choir practice. I think she was at the high school practicing, but I think she was actually in middle school. They just went over there to practice. And as I was leaving, was on a Thursday, I saw that the trash bin was out there. The wind was blowing like this because the wind always blows over here. And I said, I'm going to bring the trash in because it's empty and it's flapping all over the place out there in the street, so on and so on. I don't normally bring the trash in. So I don't want this thing to blow and whap me in my face, the lid of the lid of the trash. So I'm careful with the thing, right? Careful. No, what I did was I left the lid flapping over because I didn't want it to come up and hit me in the face when it was closed like this, right? So I left it flap backwards. And stupid me, I don't know what the hell I did, but I think that the trash got away from me because, you know, it's on wheels, right? It got away from me, and then I stepped on the lid by mistake, right? And when I stepped on the lid, the whole thing just pulled me down, and I was inside the trash can, you know, right at the mouth, right at the opening of the trash can, but I didn't know that, and I was so embarrassed that I fell. Like, I fell on my knees. I didn't get injured at that point, but I was so embarrassed that I fell like that. I wondered if the neighbors saw, whatever, that I tried to quickly get up and then realized that my head was in the trash can. And you know, the trash can, the plastic part is built with that whole like little groove, because from the outside it has like a channel, right? So that groove is on the inside. Child, that thing hit my head right here, that soft spot. Me and my friend Sandra was talking about that soft spot. These American people don't believe in that soft spot right here. That thing never healed. Okay, how grown you get, I believe. I hit that thing. I saw stars. Oh my God. I might have even gone unconscious. I'm not sure. It was such a bad pain. I know I have a concussion from that. And then I had to drive to go pick up Jada. I had to let her know I was going to be late. I came inside. I don't think there's anybody else was home with me. I put ice on my head right away. That thing throbbed and beat and beat and beat. Oh my God, it was so painful. Just talking about it, I feel the pain again. And so, I think I waited like a half hour. And then I drove to go get it. It was only like a mile and a half going and coming, right? So 3 miles total. Went to go pick her up and I came back and they were like, don't lay down. Don't lay down. Don't sleep. Don't lay down. I don't even think they allowed me to sleep for about 24 hours. My family here. I didn't go to the doctor. So I know about these kind of falls where you don't go to the doctor. But some doctor on the Daily Mail said the kind of injury this guy had, he would have had to fall from 20 to 30 feet. What is 20 to 30 feet? Jory is 6 foot tall. So 2 at Jory is 12 feet. So that's maybe the roof of my house, right? Or maybe a little bit more. Huh?
It's 2 giraffes.
2 giraffe. Jada said it's 2 giraffe. The Daily Mail, the doctor on there also said it's also where somebody could have taken a baseball bat and whopped this man in the back of his head because he had all these cracks and fissures all over his skull and brain bleed on both sides. Child, the wife run to court and tell the judge, please don't release nothing more about the husband death because it's painful to the family. What the hell is going on there, guys? Something does smell right for me. Something does pass the smell test. Then Candice, what's her name? Candice what? Candice Cameron Bure. She know how to say no comment, right? She opened for she mouth and says there's a lot of questions now since this thing come out. We call it from the ME, from the medical examiner. There's more questions now than before, and they want to jump down this girl's throat and say she should be shutting mouth. No, she shouldn't. She should open her mouth because what happened? We're not going to talk about the elephant in the room. Something's not right. Jada, what do you think?
I think it's the mob.
I'm not going to repeat what she said. Does the mob still exist? what does the mob look like nowadays?
They in the background.
Do they still look the way mobsters look back in the olden days?
No.
Fat and cheesy and maybe Italian and what do they look like, Jada? Young?
Young and incognito.
Jada said they look young and incognito. So are they the ones that don't respect the priest no more? They'll go into church and kill the person?
Yep, money over everything.
Money over everything. Child. Judge Judy saying, if it doesn't make sense, there's a line there somewhere. That whole video with Wendy didn't make sense. I'm calling it proof of life because somebody feels the need to show us that Wendy's still alive. And didn't I say that Wells Fargo froze her accounts? What is going on? This is a good meal. Tomorrow is the last day for the thing I'm doing with Kaiser. The 6 weeks of hell I just went through. For them to see what's wrong with me. I guess they're looking to see if I have IBS. This has been an exceptionally bad week. Because I'm doing oligos with gluten. So that's like whole grain, whole wheat, crackers, pasta, bran cereals. Tomorrow I'm having raisin bread, but I have to pick the raisin out. Because raisin is one of the things that you should not combine with bran if you're having stomach issues, according to the people then. I'm getting through it though. It was only 1 week that I had to quit. That was the mannitol week. The week with the cauliflower and the celery and the mushroom. Ooh, child. I couldn't. It's the nausea. This is so good, guys. Now, Joe made a roast the other day with some potatoes. I wouldn't mind eating some of that later with some corn tortilla. And some veggies. This right here is lunch. You okay, babe? It's hard. It's hard to set up here for two people. Because I have to move the recliner, put it over there in the window, and then move that ottoman over here. And they're kind of heavy for me because the ottoman is loaded with my books that I'm selling. Set up these 4 lights. The lights are always here, so just pull them out. Set up this little table because this doesn't stay here. The hardest part is moving this stuff. Right now I'm sitting on 2 pillows. This recliner is so low and dead in the seating part that I look like a little kid behind the table like this. Speaking of a little kid, you guys see that little girl that mukbangs? I don't remember her name right now. Jada, you know the little girl name? What? The pretty little girl that mukbangs. She looks Samoan a little bit, but she's mixed with black and white, I think. What a little girl name again? Anyways, I don't think the mama should have that little girl mukbanging. They know who's watching them videos. You know what I mean? I don't know why I can't remember her name. I haven't seen her in a while. I think I saw her around Christmas time. She popped up in my feed on Instagram. So, you know, I'm getting the hiccup and the gas at the same time from what I had today. I had to have whole wheat. Oh, God. Okay. I think I'm full now. This was delicious. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I made it to 97,000 subscribers on Super Bowl Sunday. And I didn't go live yet to celebrate it. Because I was waiting to make sure that I'm above the 97. I don't want to get 97 and then it'll slip back down to 96 point something. So now I think today I'm 97,055. Not quite 100 yet, 55. I really want to get to the 100,000 because I want that plaque. I'm that kind of person. 100,000 is not going to get me paid any more than I'm getting paid, because we all know we get paid by the views and if you guys watch the commercial. It's not just by the view. If you click off the commercial, I don't get paid. So I make sure when I'm watching my content creators, I watch the commercials, because Joshua could put ad blocker on my stuff, but I'm like, don't put it on my stuff because I want to make sure my creators get paid. I had to try to get something out my teeth just now. So that's the main reason why I want to get the 100K. I want to get that plaque. I was like that in school too, you know. I was like that in school. If they give me something to work towards, like when we were little and going to school in Belize, they gave you a red star. If you took your spelling test or your speed and accuracy in math or whatever, and you got 100%, you would get a red star at the top of the page. And oh my God, that was the prettiest thing on the face of the earth for me. I worked on those red stars and all my papers had red stars. Not that I was born smart. Mama used to tell people I was born smart. I don't think I was born smart. I've had to work for everything that I know. I've had to like gain this knowledge, work towards it, buy it, whatever I need to do, right? So later on, you know, as you progress through school, they give you different certificates and awards and stuff like that. And even when my kids were in school, I used to fight to make sure that they would get some type of award or something. And especially if they excelled in something, like Joshua used to excel in spelling. And I used to make sure he would get awards in that, because that's his fort. That's his fort. And it's not forte. It's fort. You only say forte when you're talking about music. All right? Anyways, I want that plaque. It's simply put, I want that plaque. So we could put it behind us on this thing when we're doing the mukbangs. We're going to move it. We're going to make a copy. We're going to make a copy of the plaque. Put one on the wall in the kitchen, one over here. Child. We're going to do it though. Together we're going to do it. We're going to get to that 100K this year. 2022, this year. I wanted to get to that 100K by the end of March, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. If you want to know how to become a sponsor to the show, if you have a show idea, hit me up at this email, barepantryshow@gmail.com. Check out my website. I'm selling my little books over there. And I'll see you guys in the next upload, okay? Bye. Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Pick up a copy of this book instead. Beans and Rice Volume 2 is the only Belizean cookbook backed by the Bear Pantry Show. Take a look at all these wonderful recipes you'll find inside the pages. Not interested in Belizean dishes? Then The Pantry Laid Bare with these better than restaurant quality comfort foods might be the perfect book for you. Only need a small batch or a meal for two? Then pick up a copy of No More Leftovers. Each book has many choices of delicious dishes from basic ingredients. Oh, it gets hot under these lights, guys. Thank you so much for the fan, Jasmine. So after talking with Joshua and Jada about the Wendy thing, I think we've got it figured out. I think that video is old. Somebody put an old video out to try to change the narrative about what's going on with Wendy. It has to be. Why does she keep saying she's 56? Why is she talking to the ex-husband when they've been divorced and not even talking, right? Why does she talk about the mom is in Florida when the mom's gone? That video is old.